It is Thursday, July 19th, and tomorrow kicks off the biggest blueberry contest on the Gunflint Trail, and I am actually getting ready to go blueberry picking myself. I thought I would show you what is going into my blueberry picking pack. I'm not a big believer in blueberry buckets. I just use containers with lids in them, and then when they're full, I'll just put them in my backpack and zip the backpack shut, and that's going to prevent it from spilling. I feel like those handles, even if you have a lid on that container, can cause a false sense of security, and after you've spent 2-3 hours in the berry patch, the last thing you want to do is be picking blueberries up off of the trail on your way out. So that's how I do it, and then I usually go in the evening. The plants aren't covered with dew, it's a little cooler out, I don't have to worry about SPF protection as much, but I'll still put on this hat, and of course going out in the evening means that the bugs are going to be out a little bit more, so I'll definitely be using some of this, but let's see what we can find. So I am hiking to a spot that historically has been pretty good for me for blueberries, but like I said, that was several years ago, and one thing that people don't always realize is that spots that were once good for blueberries don't remain so. Brush comes up, ecosystems change, so you never know. And the real reason I'm wearing this hat is to keep the deer flies off my scalp. They're pretty fierce. I should probably put some bug spray on. First blueberries that I have personally sighted this year, they are still, you can see there's still ones that are green. And I would say these are more purple than blue. So if you are feeling, anxious that everyone is reporting picking blueberries and you haven't gotten up here yet, don't worry. They really, really are still starting. Your PSA. Lots of people ask, how will I know it's a blueberry? And the answer is there really aren't any blueberry lookalikes that you can't eat. The one thing that sometimes people get confused about are these fruits from the blue bead lily. But you can see they're completely smooth. They're a very consistent size. And you definitely don't want to eat those. They're not going to taste good. But when they're ripe, they're this navy blue. They don't have that purplish tinge that you can see on blueberries. So for reference, there's a blueberry, there's a blue bead lily. They're pretty different. And look at this foliage. If you see foliage like this, that is definitely not a blueberry. Blueberry leaves look like this. Blueberries all over on both sides of the trail. I'm definitely not going for the biggest blueberry on the Gunflint Trail. Maybe biggest blueberry pie on the Gunflint Trail. But if you're looking for big blueberries, my tip is to look where those blueberries are getting lots of shade and moisture. Look at this guy. That's where you're gonna get the biggest blueberries. They need the heat from the sun. They need some protection from the sun as well if they're really good and plump up to their max. Time to call it a night. It is getting pretty dusky out. I can hear all the motorboats coming back from fishing this evening, so probably time to call it a night. My infinite wisdom, I didn't bring a watch with, or a headlamp, so I definitely should get back before it's too dark. But this is what I picked. Probably in a 20 by 20 foot patch. There are just so many blueberries. Like, this is a plant that I picked. Like, you can't even tell that I picked. So I just think there are more than enough blueberries for anyone who wants some. It is just a stunning evening on the Gunflint Trail. I probably, with the time I spent hiking, I probably spent about an hour actually picking blueberries. And if the picking is really good, you can usually pick about a gallon of berries in 2 hours. So the picking was good. So I'm guessing I'm coming home with about 8 cups of blueberries.